English Vocabulary, Lesson 18. Topic: Expressions with the word table. Do you buy everything new, or do you sometimes buy used things? I think you know my answer to that question. Not too long ago, I bought a used accordion. Well, 2 days ago, I bought another used item. I found a man in a neighboring town who advertised on the internet his old kitchen table and chairs. So his old table and chairs became my new table and chairs. And to celebrate my new kitchen set, I'm going to teach you 3 expressions that use the word table. Let's begin. Watch, listen, define. You will watch and listen to a conversation between Jennifer, that's me, and Sally, a nurse and healthcare coordinator in the United States. Each clip will introduce you to a new expression with the word table. You must try to understand the meaning of the expression based on the conversation you hear. So Sally, thanks for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for sitting at my new table.
I love your new table.
So do I. Well, if it's okay, I'd like to talk to you about work and jobs.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Expression number 1. Pay someone under the table. What kinds of jobs involve getting paid under the table?
Well, getting paid under the table would be jobs like mowing the lawn, babysitting. Sometimes it could be construction work, something in your house.
Don't you think there are some dangers when you get paid under the table?
Absolutely. If you're injured when you're paid under the table, there's no recourse, there's no insurance to pay for your injury, there's no buildup of Social Security, so you miss that income.
Can you think of any reasons why somebody would choose to be paid under the table?
Well, a teenager would choose to be paid under the table because they're not working consistently enough to be kept on the books, so to speak. So somebody who babysat a couple times a week or mowed your lawn every once in a while, that kind of thing, that would be more beneficial for both to be paid under the table. Or it could be somebody who didn't want to pay taxes.
True. You heard the expression, pay someone under the table. What does this expression mean? A. Pay someone secretly. B. Refuse to pay someone. C. Pay someone too little money. The answer is A. To pay someone under the table is to pay the person secretly or unofficially. Sometimes people get paid under the table because the work is illegal. Expression number 2. Lay your cards on the table. Do you think at a job interview one should lay all his or her cards on the table?
That's an interesting question. I don't. I think you should answer every question truthfully, but I don't necessarily think you need to lay all your cards on the table. I'm not sure you should tell them what salary you'd be willing to settle for example. I don't think you should tell them that in the back of your mind you'd love to be able to move to a warmer climate.
True.
Or be closer to your grandchildren. So I don't think that in a job interview they're entitled to know everything.
Okay, fair enough. You heard the expression, lay your cards on the table. What does this expression mean? A. Lie about your experience or skills. B. Be truthful about your plans. C. ask an employer for more money? The answer? B. To lay all your cards on the table is to tell all of your thoughts, all of your plans. The idea is to be completely truthful about your intentions or your position. The expression, lay all your cards on the table, comes from card playing. When you play a game of cards, you don't show your hand to the other players. Part of playing the game is keeping the secret about whether you have strong cards or weak cards. Of course, at the end, cards are laid on the table, and then everything is revealed. And naturally, if you believe you have the winning hand, you'll be excited to lay your cards on the table. Expression number 3. Bring something to the table. At a job interview, how can one demonstrate what they bring to the table?
In my job, I work as a nurse, but I've lately been asked to take on more and more responsibilities, something I think is common today. So I'm learning to do more case management skills. I'm learning to do a little bit of marketing. I'm learning all of those skills. So if I were looking for a new job, I'd make sure I mentioned those things that would make me stand out as a candidate that would be different from another nurse looking for that position.
You heard the expression, bring something to the table. What does this expression mean? A. Earn good money. B. Add value to the group. C. Create a problem for the group. The answer? B. To bring something to the table is to contribute to the group. It's to provide something special that everyone can benefit from. I think it's easy to understand where this expression came from. Just think of a family or a group of friends around a table. If one person brings something to that table, it's food for everyone to eat. It's something everyone can share. Let's review our 3 expressions. What's the expression? To pay someone secretly or unofficially, usually because it's illegal. Do you remember? Pay someone under the table. Look at 3 common ways we use this expression. Pay someone under the table, be paid under the table, get paid under the table. What's the expression? To be completely truthful about your plans, thoughts, or position. Do you remember? Lay your cards on the table. Note, you can use the verb lay or put, and we often use the word all to emphasize that complete truthfulness. Lay all your cards on the table. Put all your cards on the table. What's the expression? To add value to the group, to contribute something that benefits the group, especially in a work setting. Do you remember? Bring something to the table. It's common to hear this expression in the form of a question. For example, what do you bring to the table? What does he bring to the table? And if you want to emphasize that a person can contribute something significant, we can say that he or she brings a lot to the table. So if you want to sound confident in a job interview, you can say, I believe I bring a lot to the table. Exercise 1. Complete each statement with one of the new expressions. 1. Read the statement to yourself and then I'll tell you the answer. Answer. An employer always hires a candidate who can bring something to the table. More clients, new ideas, a high level of skills, etc. 2. Answer. Many American families pay babysitters under the table, not because it's a secret, but because the amount of money is usually small and it's convenient. 3. Answer. People don't always lay their cards on the table in business deals. They only share as much information as they have to. Exercise 2. Answer the questions. If you have a study partner, you can use these questions for conversation practice. Take turns asking and answering. If you're studying by yourself, write down your answers, or consider recording them. Play your answers back and see if you can correct your pronunciation and use of grammar. 1. Is getting paid under the table a dishonest practice? Why or why not? 2. In a situation where there's one job and 2 candidates, what should a company do? Be loyal to a dedicated but average worker, or hire a new person who brings more to the table? 3. Recall a time when you put all your cards on the table. Did being completely truthful help the situation? Additional practice for this lesson is available at EnglishCafe.com. My username is JenniferESL. Use the direct link listed in the video description. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and happy studies.